Welcome to today's video, guys. Today I'm going to take you through two of my favourite breakfast options in terms of eggs, egg whites. So it's going to be high protein and medium-ish in terms of fat, or lower in terms of fat. So this is generally what I tend to eat on a daily basis to build muscle and stay lean. So we're going to take you through two different ways to do this within this video. Before we begin, make sure you smash the like button and drop us a comment below any other recipe guides or videos you would like to see me make, and we'll get that done in 2022. Ingredients you'll need: egg whites. These are from two chicks. If you're in the UK, UAE, maybe the US, these are the best ones I'd recommend. Highly convenient and no mess. Not drop that. Some form of eggs. I've got a habit of dropping eggs. And then lastly would be coconut oil spray. So coconut oil is actually better to cook with than extra virgin olive oil and any other vegetable oil because it has a higher smoking point. So I would use this. Very, very simply, we're just going to spray it into the pan like so, just to make sure it doesn't stick. This pan has seen better days. One thing you'll notice, if you cook a lot of things at home all the time, you often go through pans. Tefal ones tend to be the best. I have bought some of the Lee Crusoe ones that are really expensive, like £100, and they're actually worse than Tefal ones. So if you get a decent Tefal one, then you should be right. Hob Max Power. I'm not going to let that go to fruition. For the first variation of this meal, what we're going to do is we're actually also going to turn on the grill. So this is like a lazy man's guide to cooking. So we're going to put on the grill, so that's warmed up. So if you have an oven with a grill, it's ideal. 2 eggs in here. Just 1, 2. And in addition to this, this is going to be some guesstimation, but this is about 150 to 200 grams of egg whites. You can measure this if you want, but I do the same thing every day, so I know roughly how much it is. And then we leave this for about a minute or two, and you should see this should start to like solidify, and then we'll go to stage 2. Okay, so step number 2. Now this is almost like a giant fried egg, it turns out to be. But what happens, the top goes super liquidy. Now this is where we cook it from above, and we put it in the oven on the grill, and leave that in there for like a couple of minutes until the top then should solidify, and then we should be good to go. So that is the finished article. I've actually over crisped this a bit because I got distracted talking to Lewis too much. So you can obviously do this runnier than this. So it's basically like a giant egg white omelette and egg omelette. So the next step is, if your pan is appropriate and isn't slightly destroyed like this one is, then what you would do is you would pull it out as a entire one flat. Let's see if you can get it off. There you go. I think we're right. You get it out and you can keep it flat. If you're dieting and you want to make a meal last longer, the last thing you want to do is wrap this in half so you can be able to eat it twice as fast. So we want to string out the eating experience as long as possible. So what I would do is then do that, and then essentially the next step would be from this to add 50% less reduced sugar ketchup. So that's, for reference, that's 40 calories less per 100 grams, half the amount of sugar. So I would then have that, ketchup across the top, and it's job done. So that's option number 1. Okay, so this is option number 2. So essentially what we're going to do here is we're going to use 2 fried eggs, and then we're going to do the egg white scrambled, and then put the fried eggs on top. So essentially exactly the same ingredients, but it's a bit of a different texture. It gives it a bit of a different vibe if you want the hassle of using 2 pans. So again, same process. We need exactly the same ingredients, it's super easy. So again, 2 eggs. Probably should have the pan hotter than I did Denver when I did that. And then, again, that's probably about 200 grams of egg whites. Just pour that in. And then we just wait. Okay, so that's pretty much done. So step 1 is now, I'll just try and break that up a bit so it looks less like it's been annihilated in a frying pan. So that would be egg whites. Next step is then we put the egg on top of the egg whites. There we go. As easy as that. So we have option 1, like a giant omelette. Option 2, 2 fried eggs on top of the egg whites. And then I would just add as much of that as you really want, obviously within reason, don't go mental. In terms of calories, I knew what they roughly were, but we're going to go through that again for you from MyFitnessPal. So that's 261 calories, 121 calories from the egg whites, which is 200 grams of egg whites, and 140 grams of calories from the 2 whole eggs. So the actual macros break down for that: 38 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat, and obviously the calories, as I said, were 261. So it's a very lean eating breakfast. We can do another video where I add carbs to this, which I would have sometimes depending on what I'm doing with my diet. But these are the two really low calorie options that I really recommend people do, and I recommend to a lot of clients when it comes to eating eggs. So enjoy. Drop a comment below what you think. Which one do you prefer? The giant egg white omelette or fried eggs? I also like poached eggs, but I can't be asked. It's a massive hassle. I'm more about ease and convenience, and the same thing every day. I'm not doing poached eggs every day. So as always, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and drop us a comment below with any other questions. And if you want any help with your own fitness journey, hit the link below this video, and you can book in your free strategy call with myself and the CTO coaching team to find out how we can help transform your physique throughout next year and the years to come.